Good afternoon and welcome back to Tungsten Tales. Day 2 of the PDC Summer Series is done and dusted, and I'm here to take you through some of the big stories and some of the shocks and upsets from throughout the day at the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes. Yesterday we saw Michael van Gerwen defeat Peter Wright in the final of Event 1 and therefore go top of the Summer Series Order of Merit. And today we've had some more shocks, a new winner and a first winner of a PDC title. We'll start with some of the opening round results and some of the big averages from the first round in Milton Keynes. The top average came from Ian White. Of course, he's actually ranked 1, but he was before the Summer Series started in the Pro Tour Order of Merit. He averaged 113 in defeating Cameron Menzies 6-1. We also had big averages for the likes of Bradley Brooks, 108 for him, 107.4 for Mensir Suljovic against Nick Kenny. That was on the stream, of course. And then the likes of Jamie Hughes and Mike Kuyvenhoven, 104.6 for him, the 5th highest average in the first round. Now, Mike Kuyvenhoven is a player that we've got to touch on slightly. He was the man that defeated Michael van Gerwen, the first man to defeat Michael van Gerwen in the PDC Summer Series. And it's actually the second time that Kuyvenhoven has done that this year on the Pro Tour. The other one came back at a Players' Championship event right at the start of the year when he went to a last leg decider. So a 6-5 win there for Kuyvenhoven, and it was that scoreline once again. He actually held I believe a 5-2, 5-3 advantage in that match before obviously MVG worked it back all the way to 5-all, but holding his nerve, a superb performance from Kuyvenhoven, who would unfortunately crash out in the next match to Dave Chisnall, but a real unsung hero and a player that if he can produce that sort of darts has a real chance of making a top 32 or possibly even an appearance at the World Match Play in a couple of weeks' time. So as we look towards the latter stages of the tournament, there were plenty of big hitters remaining, the likes of Peter Wright, of course, making the quarterfinals. Gary Anderson was a semi-finalist after his shock loss to Matt Clark on the opening day of the Summer Series, a much improved performance from the Flying Scotsman. But the final was made and it was Dave Chisnall against Ryan Joyce. And I will very quickly run you through the route to the final for both of those players, starting with Dave Chisnall. A 6-3 win over Aaron Beeney in the first round, 6-2 over Jamie Lewis, then defeated Benito van der Pas, then the game I mentioned, a 6-4 win over Mike Kuyvenhoven, another winner over a Dutchman in Martin Kleermacher with a 102 average, and then the semi-final 7-5 win over Nathan Aspinall. There seemed to be some sound issues during that match that Aspinall wasn't too pleased with, but Chisnall coming away the victor in that one. And now quickly looking at Ryan Joyce's route to the final, a 6-4 win over Andy Hamilton with a 101 average, 6-3 over Luke Humphreys, 6-4 over Chris Dovey, 6-5 over Madas Rasma. And then as you look from the quarterfinals onwards, a 6-5 win over Glenn Durrant, of course Battle of the North East that match, a 7-3 win over Gary Anderson with a 101.9, superb performance there. We always know what doubling Ryan Joyce can produce, but his scoring today was very, very consistent, and that was actually what got him to that final. And then the final itself, Dave Chisnall was absolutely steamrolling him. He was 7-2 up, 7-3 up, sorry, should I say. And it looked as though Dave Chisnall was going to be a PDC champion for the first time this year. But Ryan Joyce had something to say about that. 5 straight legs from Ryan Joyce, and he was the winner. 8-7, going down, of course, to that final leg. But an absolutely stupendous performance. Not only is Ryan Joyce now a PDC Tour winner, he has actually put him in a very, very good position to qualify for the World Match Play. Of course, the top 16 in the maid Order of Merit, and then to the top 16 in the 1 year, so starting from January, Order of Merit on the Pro Tour. And he puts himself in a fantastic position to do so. Obviously, we've had a 3-4 month gap where there haven't been any events, so they don't apply, the money doesn't roll over. There's only 6 months-ish, 5-6 months worth of events rolling over, and a £10,000 win on the Pro Tour does a lot for your earnings on that Order of Merit. So Ryan Joyce, a Pro Tour winner now, and looking very likely to be in the match play. We'll keep you updated with everything at the Summer Series here on Tungsten Tales. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button below. And we'll see you tomorrow evening for another roundup of Day 3 of the Summer Series here on Tungsten Tales.